To me as a business owner, MVP is very much like Scrum is to developers. It's proof of concept for your target market and with your prospective audiences in a fashion that optimizes time, minimizes cost, and places an embryo of your product concept out there in weeks versus months, which helps reduce the amount of time to take the next steps in the evolution of the business model and the service itself. Short of product development, we did a lot of homework that included true market research with the intended end users. However, the greatest validation of our business model and value proposition was captured in our attendance at several professional conferences where we had direct contact with our three core audiences: end users, their management software developers, and the professional association executives. With service confirmation, inclusive of tweaks for local market sectors, we were able to define the scope of what was necessary in our MVP solution to meet our initial go-to-market requirements. MVP is the nucleus of the manifestation of your service and the most reflective facet of your business model and value proposition. But before you can even begin to scope the requirements of minimal feature set, you and your business must first take your product and service along a torture track to assure its integrity, uniqueness, value, and appeal to your audience so that you can identify the true DNA of your product or your service. With this said, having a partner that is willing to learn, such as we have with the Zuci team, is a tremendous element that is a must. To have a development organization to stand with you, to take your leading vision, and to be consistent with their role to be the technology interpreter of this idea is key to the overall success of your first MVP release. Our product was born from a national need, which upon the completion of our vetting, which included industry exposure and real end-user research, we identified a true and unfulfilled need. Prior to this, the service was merely a feature within another service solution in a different category. So what we really did was follow the adage of, quote, making lemonade, end quote, by not giving up on a passionate belief, by investing in understanding where it could be monetized, and by pushing hard to get this service to market. Our organization, perspective, partnership, responsibility, and competency. The Zuci team is as much an entrepreneurial-based service as my company. Their attitude, approach, understanding, and responsibility of their entire team mirrored my company's value and its limitations and challenges. In each of the key aspects I just mentioned, their team literally became members of my organization, with complete understanding, respect, and concern for the careful steps I had to take to successfully develop a service to market without falling into the deep end of trouble that would drown us rather than enable our success. To me, I think the aha was not so much how the Zuci team helped to understand their role in the development of MVP per my strategic direction and the requisite specifications, but how fast. My perception of the steps taken by them to get to know me, my company, our business model, its value proposition, were optimized by their investment of time and attention to this pre-development phase. It almost seemed like the team were on our business 24/7 over the initial few weeks, and before I knew it, I was called into their development mapping meetings for a review of the first perspective of our MVP solution. In 3 words, it is time, it is cost, and its goal. The product concept to product reality is an evolutionary process that requires other hands on the clay. That is the reason why we've teamed up with the Zuci team. It may not always come out like the picture on the tin, so having a technical partner that fully supports your direction and the product end goal towards your overall strategy is very crucial. It means less time rationalizing and more time working together to find workaround solutions that help expedite your time to market. As an entrepreneur, you know you are subject to many rules that need observance and respect in order to succeed. We either heed them or we are ruled by them as business owners and business developers. A fundamental requirement necessary for anyone birthing their business concept, especially in technology, is to have the right partners or collaborators. This is more important than whatever is currently available in any checking account. Partners in development, like ours with the Zuci team, enables us to stretch further toward our end goals, and that is to get to market as fast as possible. Relative to the importance of time to development, a 9+. Relative to the importance of costs for MVP development, a 9+. Relative to the importance of Zuci helping us meet our goals, another 9+. And relative to the establishment of a real partnership between my company and the Zuci development team, a 10. These folks were absolutely partners throughout every step of the way to get us to market in our first phase.